Hey nerds, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about 9 different passive income ideas for software engineers. We'll share how to get started, how tough it is to maintain any of these ideas, and just remember, these are the 9 ideas that today are generating me over $5,000 a month. Now, I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I have been putting all the consistency and all the work that requires to generate these passive incomes today. First off, let's discuss what is passive income, because there is not such a thing as a passive way to earn money. What I mean by passive income is money that you earn that is not directly tied to your time. That means that you put the effort once and then you keep on earning money even while you are asleep. A great example of this is, for example, a book. You write the book once, you put the effort once, and then on each book sale, you earn commissions or royalties even while you are asleep. The journey to passive income is long and it doesn't align with any get-rich-quick scheme. So if you see any comments on YouTube or on a blog post saying that you can get rich and gather vast amounts of wealth very fast, those are not the way we are going to discuss here. Those are usually scams or they have devious methods, and it's not aligned in alignment to what we want to do. What we want to do is we want to create a sustainable way to get wealthy over time. Real wealth comes from providing value and no shortcuts. So if you are serious about creating passive income, think about the long-term strategies and not about any quick fixes. Now let's explore these 9 passive income ideas for software engineers and how you can implement and scale each one of them. Let's get started. So idea number 1, portfolio investment. Portfolio investment is a means to provide value by using your own money that you have saved in your bank account, earning no to little interest rate, and you can be using that money in the stock market to earn better returns on them. Buying stocks or shares is essentially betting on the company's success. If the company does well, its value will increase or it will pay dividends, thus increasing the wealth in your portfolio investment. It is super easy to get started. You will just need to have some savings and then use those savings and a broker's account in order to buy and invest in stocks. Now, I'm not a financial advisor and this is no financial advice whatsoever, but what I like to do is I like to invest my money in index funds. Index funds, for example, the S&P 500 is a collection of companies, for example, the 500 top companies in the US. And the idea behind an index fund is that it diversifies the risk. So if one company does not perform particularly well or it goes bust, there are 499 other companies that could be doing well, and thus the value of the index doesn't fall as much by one outlier. This is a great way to get started even if you don't know much about investing, though I do recommend that you do your due diligence and that you get up to speed with the trading 101. I particularly like this idea of portfolio investment, especially for software engineers. As software engineers, even in 2024, with the difficulties in the tech market, earn more than the average salary in the US or in Europe or in any other part of the world. So take advantage of that extra income that you are receiving and invest that extra income in stock and portfolio investment, so that way your money will grow over time thanks to the help of compounding interest. Now here there's a trick that I like to do because I'm not particularly good with money. I tend to overspend, I tend to buy like gadgets and things. If I see money sitting on my account, I'll probably spend it somewhere. So what I like to do is earn money mostly through my salary. So I have an automation that every second of the month after I have received my salary, a certain fixed amount of that income will go into my broker's account automatically, and it will invest my money automatically by investing in a percentage to index funds like the S&P 500, the DAX, which is similar but it's the German version of it, and also into gold, silver, and some other commodities. That way I don't see the money sitting on my bank account and I don't feel tempted to buy, for example, an expensive keyboard. Now, the nice thing about portfolio investment is that it's super easy to maintain. There's nothing that you really have to do. What I like to do is once a month or once a quarter, I like to go in there, take a look at the status of my investments, perhaps move some things around. But for the most part, I tend not to touch anything as my initial setup is what I like and what I like to stick with. I sometimes, from time to time, I like to buy particular stocks that I like Apple and Google and Tesla and that kind of thing. But by doing that, I also increase my risk, but I don't do that with higher amounts. I only do that with small percentages of what I have saved so far. But yeah, that's basically a portfolio investment. And now let's jump into the idea number 2. Idea number 2, create online content. When we talk about online content, we can think of many different ways. It can be blogging, it can be creating videos for YouTube, it can be live streaming, it can be newsletters, or anything else that you can think of. Social media, for example, is a great addition to this portfolio. What I do recommend is that you start where you feel comfortable. And as software engineers, we are already at an advantage because we can always talk about the things that we do and the experiences that we got from our job of software engineer positions. So it's always a great place to start by talking about your experiences, what you know, transmitting that knowledge that you have to your audience. That is the value that you are providing to your audience, whether it's through YouTube or through social media channels or through a blog. When I started, I wasn't feeling very comfortable talking to a camera. In fact, I still don't. So when I started blogging. Hiding behind the written words was the easiest way for me to get started. And I love that. And that's what I decided to do at the beginning. Now, after that, I decided to also scale my efforts to YouTube. And this is what I'm trying to do here with this video, and also to social media and to some other types of content. So when you are getting started, make sure that you choose the right content type for you. Now, there are different ways that you can monetize content. It could be by running ads on YouTube or in your own blog, or you can get paid by platforms like, for example, Medium, or paid video hosting solutions that will also allow you to do that. In social media, again, you can be paid by the social media platform. For example, X will pay creators, or you can also do affiliate marketing, which is something we're going to discuss next as an individual idea. And you can also get sponsorship or even donations for the content that you create. So creating content is a great option for you to monetize. Now, it will require some time and effort initially, because until you have a large enough audience, you will not be able to monetize that audience. So that is important, that you need to think that there's going to be a lot of effort that you have to put initially and continuously in order to upscale your audience and in order to promote content and services to your audience. But creating content is a great place to get started, especially if you have particular knowledge or experience in a particular field of software engineer. There's a lot of creators that are doing this, each one is in their own style. So just find your style and start creating content. And that is idea number 2. Now let's jump into how you can make money once you have a large enough audience with idea number 3. Idea number 3, becoming an affiliate marketer. An affiliate marketer is someone who provides value in the way of transactions. So you're gonna basically be recommending products and services from companies and then earn a commission for each one of those sales that you made through your audience. So in order to do affiliate marketing, you will need to have an established audience, either through blogging or YouTube or any other means like social media. But once you have that audience, then you can start recommending product to this audience and start earning commissions. What I really love about affiliate marketing is that you put the effort once and then you can get those commissions for longer periods of time. And it's a very good and sustainable way of earning passive income. Now, the thing that I love about affiliate marketing is that it's super easy to get started. The only thing that you need is basically an account on affiliate marketing platforms. Those will make the deals automatically with the brands, and then you associate with these sites, and then you automatically get exposed to brands' offers for services and products and the commissions that they will give you. And then you need to pick a product or a service that is good for your audience. And here I need to make a pause. I need to pause you right there because this is extremely important. When you are going to recommend something to your audience, value your audience time and knowledge. Do not try to sell a product you haven't tried yourself, that you wouldn't use yourself, and that you wouldn't recommend to a friend or family yourself. And this is extremely important because you can really hurt your reputation as a content creator by just recommending a crappy product. So don't do that. Don't do that. Recommend products that you will use yourself. Recommend good products. There are great products that offer affiliate marketing commissions. So make sure you get into those and then recommend the products that are great value for your audience. And that way you will scale your capacity, you will scale your audience, you you won't hurt your reputation, and you will earn a lot of money in the process. Once again, leveraging your knowledge to sell these products is what is going to be key for you to succeed as a affiliate marketing. But that was idea number 3. Now let's jump into idea number 4. Idea number 4, building a SaaS product. When building a SaaS product, you are providing value by fixing a common issue or problem that people or companies have. Think about a newsletter service. It will solve the particular problem of creators trying to reach their audiences through email, and so on and so on. So when you are thinking about creating a SaaS product, start with the problem first. What is it that you're going to address and how you plan to fix this problem? Because that will be the basis for you to construct a successful product. Now, the beauty of building a SaaS product as a software engineer is that you don't need to leverage or to outsource the engineering capabilities. You already have those engineering capabilities. You can create the product on your own, and that will save you money at the beginning. And this is important. When you are creating your own SaaS product, start doing the engineering and the marketing job all by your own. But as you scale your SaaS, that may not be the great idea. Perhaps as you already have sales coming in and you have a decent cash flow, then start outsourcing, because the value of your time is gonna be higher than the value of money of those outsourced services. I think it is pretty clear how you will earn passive income through a SaaS product. You'll basically charge your customers for a subscription fee, and then you will use the money of that subscription fee to outsource all the elements of building the SaaS product and scaling the SaaS product through third parties. That way, you will have the least amount of involvement to grow and scale your SaaS product. Now, this is something that can be done successfully, but it will require a lot of efforts at the beginning. And there's always the big risk that your SaaS product may never succeed. In fact, most of the startups that are created fail within the first year. And I can talk from experience. I have created products that have not been successful. My latest product, even AI Code Mentor, was a complete failure, and it could never get enough paid users to justify its investment. But I do also have great stories of successful products that I've run, even products that I'm still running today, but I'm pretty much never involved because there's a team that handles all of that for me. And though the returns are not the greatest, the company is doing just fine. Creating a SaaS product is a great way also to practice your engineering skills, but just remember that this is going to be a long-term commitment. This is not something that is going to be easygoing. It's going to require you to be continuously involved in creating this product, idealizing this product, and scaling it. Just remember, with all the effort you are putting in, the potential that you have as earned income is great. So creating a SaaS product is a great way to make use of your engineering skills, and that is idea number 4. Now let's jump to the next idea on the list. All right, idea number 5, creating digital products. Now, when you think about digital products, you normally think about creating an ebook or creating an online course, or which we're gonna discuss in detail later in this video. But digital products go beyond ebooks and courses. Digital products can also be, for example, WordPress templates or landing pages templates or scripts. It can also be boilerplate templates. So one of the things that did the best for me was boilerplate for SaaS applications built with Next.js. If you're a SaaS application and you want to get started, I offer a boilerplate with all the required configurations and services that you need to use in order to upscale your SaaS application. And that was a great product to have. And a lot of people is doing this as well with different niches of SaaS and other type of digital products. So think for yourself, how can I be helping a company or an individual be more productive, be better at doing something, or just help them with the initial steps of their journey so that they reward me with money. So one of the benefits of creating digital products is that by being digital products, the outreach is global and it's super easy to get started. You just need an idea. What is it that you want to build? What is it that you want to share to the world? And then create that thing, and you do that once, and then you can sell that many times to players all around the world. So it's a great way to get started. You don't need a particular audience to sell these digital products, as there are also platforms that will help you sell these products for you. You can go into platforms. I'm going to be sharing some of those platforms here in the video description so you can check them out for yourself. All right. That was idea number 5. Now let's jump into idea number 6, where we go into the details of selling an e-course. All right, so idea number 6, selling courses. I think this is pretty straightforward. If you are a software engineer, you already have vast amount of knowledge on a particular framework or technology. You also have your own experience, and you can use that knowledge and experience to provide value to people who want to learn from your journey, from your path, and from your knowledge. I know these courses are a very competitive environment because, first of all, there's great content that is provided for free on YouTube, Free Codecamp, and any sites like that. There's also a lot of paid courses which are low cost. Think of, for example, sites like Udemy. And then there are also very expensive trainings like bootcamps, and then some sites like Udacity that may charge like $1,000 or even more for a particular course on a particular technology. Yes, competition is going to be fierce, but the reason why competition is fierce, it's because it works. It's because there's a lot of people who wants to learn from courses because it's the best way they can do it, and they will pay extra just to get it in a format that is a little bit better for them. So whether you want to aim for the Udemy type of course, or whether you want to go and provide value for free and then find other ways to monetize, like we talk about in content creation, or whether you want to go to the high-end range and create high-quality content like Udacity does. Pick what you think is best for your audience, give it your own personal touch. Don't try to recreate what someone already did. Use your own knowledge and experience to build a course that will better fit your target audience. That way, your content will be unique, the value that you provide will be unique, and the chances of you succeeding in selling these courses will be the great. Now, the marketing of creating courses is going to be a little bit different for each one of you. So what I would recommend is leverage your existing audience if you have one. Use platforms that will help you promote the content, because even if your content is unique, you will have to get it in the hands of people in order for them to see the value. So make sure that you follow up with marketing strategies in order to reach as many people as you can and sell as many copies of your content as you can. Another great tip that I suggest is engaging with the students through Q&As or mentoring workshops that you give totally for free. And during those sessions, you need to provide value, and this is key. All these free sessions and all this free work that you do, you need to provide value and then upsell your course to the people that join those sessions. Because if they see the value in your free sessions, they are more likely to pay for the paid content that you have. So make sure that you provide great free value and great free resources in order to then upscale to selling your course. And that was idea number 6, creating a course. Now let's jump into the next one. Idea number 7 is building a membership community. Now, in the world of software engineers, there are tons of free online communities, particularly on Discord. I will say it's plugged of those communities, but most of those communities will not provide you enough value. First of all, because by being free, there's a lot of people who can just sign up. Those servers get loaded with people. Most of the people is really inactive in them, or there's a lot of noise and you end up basically muting all the notification or just removing that community just because it's too noisy and loudy. But when you go to paid communities differentiate themselves by putting basically a wall that filters out the quality of people that is gonna be engaging in that community. If you are paying, whether it's $50 for the community, $1,000, or even $5,000 in some of the top communities, you are paying to also filter the quality of people that is going to be engaging in those communities. And if someone is willing to pay 50, 1,000, or whatever that amount is, you will also bet that they're going to be very active in that community, and everybody's going to be providing great value. These communities will also offer your students or the people that enroll in your community a great way to do networking. So if you are able to grasp into this market and creating an online community, there's a great way to provide value, immediate value to your audience. And this plays very nicely. You can create an online course and also provide exclusive access to your community to everybody who enrolls in your course, or even as an upsell add-on, so you earn an extra income from running your community. Now, running your community is going to be a lot of work. It may be easy to set up at the beginning, but it will require constant monitoring and engaging with members of the community through Q&A sessions, workshops, and other things that will make their money's worth. But that was idea number 7. But idea number 8 is to build an open source project. Building an open source project is fantastic. First of all, it's gonna increase your credibility. It is very fulfilling to have an open source project that has a tons of stars and people using it, but it also can be a great way to generate passive income. And that passive income can come in many different ways. It could come from donations, it could come from sponsorships, but also through upselling, paid services based off your open source project. Now, there are a lot of companies that today are doing this. One example is ScullyDraw, my favorite chart drawing platform. You also have OpenFGA, which is the open source version of OctaFGA, which is an authorization tool for developers. And then there are many other examples. So if you find a good open source project that you can generate value from, you grow that open source project, and then you have, for example, a hosted version of that open source project. Perhaps you offer the exact same thing, just hosted, or perhaps you offer a few additional things on top of the open source project so that you provide extra value to those who are paying for your services. But that is a great way to upscale your open source project and generate some income. Besides the obvious monetary value in doing so, you also have more intangible value from running an open source project. We talk about credibility. That credibility also will translate into, for example, job offers. So yeah, creating an open source project can even help you find a better job with a better income that then you can use that money to invest in your portfolio and grow your wealth over time. So that was idea number 8. And last but not least, let's talk about the next idea. All right, idea number 1, investing in tech companies. Now, the reason why I left this to the end is because it is very hard to get started with investing in tech companies. Typically, you will require large amounts of money for you to invest. It's also a very high risk investment. As we talk about this building a SaaS product idea, most of the startups that get created, they go out of business within the first year or two. And if that's the case, your money is gonna be gone. So it is a very high risk idea, but it also has the highest returns. Now, I invested in some tech companies with some smaller amounts or by pooling money together with a group of friends. And we had examples that are still running, and we have companies that went bust. We recovered some of the money, most of the money was gone. So it's very high risk, very high reward, but there's also something that is very fulfilling about helping a startup building a product that you believe in. Now, my recommendations when you do any type of investments, particularly when you're going to invest in a tech startup, do your due diligence. Not because this idea is coming from a friend or someone that you know is going to be a great idea that is going to be greatly executed. Make sure that company, that idea, that person has everything that they need in order to succeed, and make sure that you believe that there's a product and that the product execution is gonna be good enough for you to make your returns back. So yeah, if you are someone who has the kind of stomach for that risk, sure, invest in tech startups, invest in tech products, and assume the risks, because the greater the risk, the greatest the rewards. All right, nerds, those were the 9 different passive income ideas that you can implement and scale as a software engineer. Remember, by building these income streams, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take effort, and it's gonna take a lot of patience. Generating wealth is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Whether you are investing in stocks, creating content, creating digital products, or SaaS, the key is to stay consistent and keep refining your approach. If there is one thing that I want to take out of this video, just the one thing, is that every little bit of effort that you put into generating passive income stream is gonna pay off in the long run. Passive income is about planting the seeds today so that they can grow into fruitful trees tomorrow. So start with one idea that better resonates with you, give it your best shot, and keep on building from there. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. If you like it, make sure that you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Let's hack YouTube ethically, of course. Lastly, drop any comment if there's anything that you would like me to cover in any of my videos. I'll make sure to read all your comments and to tackle all your doubts and concerns into the next videos. So see you the next time. Peace out.